20 Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Juujika no Rokunin chapter 228. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we're at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, this adorable little Bubba kitty right here. Hi, kitty cat. Hi, kitties. And this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked fall anime season in full swing, in which we're covering Digimon, Juujika, Togenaki, Sanda, Boku no Hero Academia final season, and Spy Family season 3. And there's even more on the way, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So we are deep into Kyo's torture, and right now it's just Aruma beating the shit out of Kyo. And I'm just thinking to myself, is that how we're gonna get? Is Kyo getting his ass whooping? Let's be real, that's all well and good, but this is the final boss here. This is endgame. I want more from this. And also, remember, Aruma is poison, so yeah, there's limited time too. So I'm taking that into account as well. But anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled, A Taste of Your Own Medicine. And also say hi, Kitty. There you go. The torture starts now. Ooh, okay, so we got Kyo in a chair. Or no, not Kyo in a chair. He is tied up to the table. Okay. What is he doing? Oh my god, is he gonna set him on fire? Okay. He's straight up setting him on fire! What? Okay. But like, really? Is that it? Is he just gonna set him on fire? Like, we're not gonna get, like, remember with Ando, before Aruma set Ando on fire, we had some kick-ass torture. Is this all we're gonna get? Even though this is fucking sick. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read the screaming. Whoa! And then we got the please stop! Whoa! Whoa! Like, even if you had, I think it's CIP. Yeah. Even if you had CIP and you couldn't feel pain, yeah, you're gonna feel pain when you're on fire. What is it? What? This art is great, too. What? This fucker deserves it. He deserves everything. God, stop! What? God, it's getting gross. You know what I'm thinking in all this? Dude, how Kyo's like skin is coming off and we're seeing the muscle. This is awesome. But it's like, dude, if this is like what we saw in Juujika with Zonka, and it turns out like this is all like a simulation, or in Zonka's case, like he was just drugged out of his fucking mind and he's just tripping balls. I will fucking lose it if this was all a simulation. I will lose my goddamn mind. Either that or this is like a side effect of the drug. Or the poison. And if it turns out that it's not the same poison that Azuma was injected, but like it was like a different type of poison, I will, and so that way like Aruma dies a different way, I will be so okay with that. I know a lot of people will be like fucking annoyed, but I would not be mad at that. Like, I feel like this is just too easy. Just something feels off. I can't be the only one thinking that. Even though this is sick. This is freaking sick. But like, let me rephrase this. I feel like if this was like after, not just Aruma beating the shit out of him, mind you. I feel like if we would have had like something similar to Ando, where Aruma had used like a different type of torture and then beaten the shit out of him, and then like the final part of it was setting him on fire, I think this would feel a lot more satisfying. Granted, I know he's poisoned, but remember with Ando, he had like a good chunk of his body cut out of him. He had to like replace his fingers with what was it? With some knives or some shit. And like it felt so satisfying. Like that's what we saw with Ando is what I wanted to see here with Kyo. And like obviously elevated. And what we're seeing with him being set on fire is definitely something I've wanted, like in terms of endgame. Yeah, in terms of like the final piece, yes, this is sick. I love seeing this. I love seeing every second of this, but I feel like what we got leading up to it, it just doesn't feel as satisfying as it should. Are you seeing? I love that Aruma says this. Are you seeing this, Kakeru? I love that he's saying Kakeru, because Kakeru, remember, everything started with Kakeru. Shigoku Kyo got a taste of his own medicine. But next chapter, the end of it all! Because Kyo is still alive. But, like, as I said, it doesn't feel as satisfying. It just doesn't. Like, I feel like Grandpa was avenged better than Kakeru. You cannot deny that Grandpa, like, everything with Grandpa, between Ando and that other fucker too, like, Grandpa's shit was like, that closure we got for Grandpa was so perfect. It was perfect. Like, especially with Ando. Oh my god, the shit with Ando was so perfect. Oh my god, it irritates me that we didn't get anything like that for Kyo. And part of me is thinking like, oh, Kibe, that was the one I was thinking of, was Kibe. Like, let's be real, Kibe was everything. What we got with Kibe versus Aruma was everything. That's why I'm like, with Grandpa, everything with Grandpa was so perfect. And I was hoping with Kyo, we were going to get something even more epic than what we got with Kibe. it. I really feel like we didn't get it. Because we had the mind games, we had like the really kick-ass fight. It was like psychological and physical. And yeah, we did get the physical shit. I'm not gonna lie. We did get the physical shit, which was good, mind you. And we did get some psychological shit. But like, it just, I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm getting, let me know what you guys think. I don't feel like I'm getting that satisfying closure with this that I feel like I got with Grandpa. Oh my god, it just really doesn't feel satisfying. Like, as I said, endgame here with Kyo being set on fire and seeing all of that shit, that would have been so fun. Like, the endgame of it all is perfect. That is fucking satisfying for me. But like, everything leading up to it, it feels like there's just something missing. It feels like there's something missing. There's like a torture missing. I know that Aruma is poisoned. Yeah, I do. I feel like that kind of fucked it up. I really feel like there's just something missing. But like, even with Aruma, again, like had that whole thing with Ando, where Aruma had part of his body, a good chunk of his body cut out, and like his hand was all fucked up, and he still did the torture. That's why I'm like, even with the poison, I'm like, dude, this just doesn't feel satisfying. I know everyone is probably rejoicing that Kyo got his comeuppance and all that, but I'm putting my Kyo bias aside because I love Kyo, okay? But like, this just does not feel as satisfying as it should. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel as satisfying. I feel like there's just some extra steps missing. And I think part of it is, again, I think Momoki, like, really interfering really hurt this. Oh god, I really think Momoki ruined this shit. I really do. Especially since Reo didn't get to whoop her sorry ass. That really still pisses me off. Reo should have gotten to whoop her ass. I'm so mad that we didn't get that. That's not fair. This feels so incomplete. I can't be the only one thinking that this just feels so lackluster and incomplete, like, and unsatisfying. And that Momoki was the one who ruined it. If Reo would have gotten that kill on, if we would have gotten to see Reo get the kill on Momoki, oh man, if we would have gotten to see, okay, now, I know it would have just been a rehash, in a way, it would have been a rehash of what we saw with Ando, but, in a way, but wouldn't it have been poetic if we would have gotten to see Momoki and Kyo tortured together and have Reo and Aruma do it, but at the same time, like, the other part of me is like, no, it would have been better if they were tortured separately. But Reo did the torture for Momoki, and then Aruma did do the torture for Kyo. And then to make it even better, have Momoki watch Kyo's ass get tortured. Oh, that would have been so beautiful. Yeah, I think Momoki fucking ruined this. She goddamn ruined this! could have been so much more satisfying if Momoki didn't fucking poison Aruma. I'm so mad. This just feels so incomplete. This feels so incomplete. But I want to know what you guys think. Like, do you guys feel like that there's just something missing here? And also, do you guys think that Grandpa got like a more satisfying conclusion kind of thing? His revenge, or I should say his or Aruma's revenge for Grandpa was more satisfying than what it is for Kakeru. It really feels like that. Because all that closure for Grandpa was just done so beautifully. And I feel like because of Momoki like fucking everything up, we're not gonna get like that really kick-ass torture for Kyo. That really sucks. Ugh. Part of me is like hoping, like part of me is, as fucked up as it is, part of me is hoping that it's just the poison is just really fucking up Aruma, and that this is all an illusion, and that he's just drugged up to fucking hell. But I doubt that it's the case. But oh god, this feels so lackluster, or not lackluster. I'm sorry. This feels so unsatisfying. But I'm curious what you guys think. I want to know if you guys feel unsatisfied by this because there is like that middleman missing, aka like the torture that we saw with Ando, where we got to see that really kick-ass torture, and then we got to see him set on fire. That's what I think anyway. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be obviously more Juujika Rokunin content. You ways you can do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.